What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 194 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is the principal of this illustrious TW house, JMac Gaming.
I own this bitch.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you something right now, Chad.
All right, hit me with it.
So AEW, right?
Okay.
What about it?
What, they're a wrestling promotion?
Yes, Fight for the Fallen.
Yeah, right, yeah, okay.
Did you watch it?
I did not watch it, but I heard the results.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
Let's get into the show.
Oh, okay. Well, that was it.
Think I watch wrestling?
You're not a real fan.
No.
All right. This was
Come on, Steve Wright!
This was Justin's pre-show match. In an abysmal pre-show match, Grace Sasuke defeated Steve Wright
Ah,
7-7
boo.
with a Thunderfire powerbomb. That's a hell of a finisher.
How good did it go?
Got it at 45. All right, so we
There's
open
no
up.
need to rush through these tonight, Chad.
We open up with a screen that says "Rest in peace, Stu Hart."
Oh,
because as we learned, I don't think we talked about this. 'Cause I don't think it happened until this episode of Thunder. Stu Hart passed away while we were getting to this show.
Stu Hart and Luthez.
And Luthez, but tonight we're only honoring Stu Hart.
It's kind of fucked.
Fine. It also shows.
No, you can't find it now.
So anyway,
I'll honor them both, you rat bastard.
Bret Hart is in the ring. He's wearing just a black T-shirt and jeans. He grabs a microphone and he says, "Earlier this week, of course, you all know my favorite relative, Stu Hart, has passed away." He says, "This is a very sad time for me." He's like, anytime you lose a family member, it's awful, but it's especially with Stu. He was a huge role model for all of my family, a legend in the industry, and especially with everything going on right now with fighting amongst my family, it's just..."
Isn't that the Page movie?
What? Fighting with my family? It's a hard time. I really didn't want to show up tonight, but I have a match already booked with Barry Horowitz, and I'm a professional. And I know that Stu would want me to be here. So here I am. I'm gonna wrestle Barry tonight. I'm gonna win, and then I'm gonna wrestle Jim at Slamboree, and I'm gonna beat him there too. And I'm gonna dedicate both those matches to Stu. And then the Foundation's music hits. Jim Neidhart shows up with Davey Boy, and Jim says, "Blah, blah, 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 Brett. Stu is ashamed of you. Stu is rolling in his grave at the sight of you in here. Oh, crying over Stu Hart. Brett, I'm going to beat you so bad at Slamboree. It's going to embarrass Stu and the whole family. And you're going to run away with your tail between your legs as an embarrassment to the Hart family. You should be ashamed of yourself. I hope and pray that when our legacies are all done and you're in your casket, that
What?
and you die.
Oh, Jim.
We don't have a Bret Hart memorial show.
We have a celebration.
We have a party. Bret Hart's heard enough, and Bret Hart gets out of the ring and runs, and they start brawling. And they brawl all the way around the arena, and Jim and Davey eventually are able to overpower Bret, the two of them. Barry Horowitz runs in for the save. They big boot Barry.
I'm gonna boo Barry.
They big boot Barry.
They big boot him.
They big boot him.
Oh, I thought you said they big boot him.
They boot Barry as soon as it gets in the ring, and then Jim and Davey Boy stand tall, and that's that segment. What'd you think of that segment? That bring heat to their feud?
That brought heat to me.
Got you heated?
Hey, what happened? Oh, I I thought something happened.
Oh, nope, nothing happened. All right, next segment.
I gotta piss.
We have our opening match: AJ Styles versus Fit Finlay. And about that terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, AJ Styles defeats Fit Finlay with a Styles Clash.
He's bringing out the Styles Clash.
Bringing out the Styles Clash. New AJ, new man. So, after that match, the gentlemen, Steven Regal and Fit Finlay, get in the ring and they beat down AJ. They're beating him down. That's what happens. They just jump AJ. And they lay him down on the ground, and then they leave with some smirks because they're a bunch of cheeky bastards. I got a 48. Steven Regal's getting better at his gimmick, so that's good. Alrighty, we go to the next segment. As we know, last week, Ahmed attacked Chris Jericho after his match, after they lost. So, we go to a backstage fight between Chris Jericho and Ahmed. They're brawling. They're brawling all over the back. They start in the locker room. They spew out to the hallway. They spew to catering. They spew to outside the venue where fans are waiting to buy merch. They're fighting all over the place. And Sylvester Stallone actually comes in and breaks it both up and then tells Chris Jericho and Ahmed that they're going to face off tonight. And only one of them is going to face Chef Psychosis at Slamboree. Did you get that, Justin?
Yeah, I heard.
So, Chris Jericho versus Ahmed, and as punishment for brawling all over the arena, only one of them is going to Slamboree. It's going to be whichever one wins their one-on-one match
That's
tonight.
some bullshit.
Chris Jericho, Ahmed, both mad. But yeah, that's what's happening.
I'm upset. I'm booing. I'm big booing Barry Horowitz.
We have a match. This is Chef Psychosis versus Chris Benoit. And about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Chef Psychosis defeats Chris Benoit in 11:50 with a guillotine leg drop. The world champion going over here. World champion can't
Why
lose.
did this match happen?
Honestly, they just wanted to get both of these men booked. Chef Psychosis. Well, hang on. There's some. So Chef Psychosis is going against Dean Malenko as a match that's underreported. He's defending the Cruiserweight Championship against Dean Malenko, and Dean Malenko and Benoit have been on this little unofficial rivalry lately. They've both been doing one-on-one matches, trying to one-up each other. So Benoit wanted a shot at Chef Psychosis to maybe prove a statement, being like, "Hey, look at me, Dean," but he was on the losing effort. After the match, Dean Malenko comes down to the ring and he says, "Chef Psychosis, I just want to say I'm looking forward to our match at Slamboree, but I think you've been sleeping on me. You see, everyone's been worrying about Chris Jericho and Ahmed and you, and which one is going to be going to Slamboree, and who's the title match going to be against, and you haven't been preparing for the Iceman, Dean Malenko. And I'll tell you something, Chef, that's going to cost you, because I've had nothing but time to focus, and I've been preparing, and I've been scouting, and I am ready for Slamboree. I am ready to beat you, and I am ready to take that Cruiserweight Championship. So I guess I'll see you there, champ." And they shake hands. And then that's the end of that angle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Justin's Snapchatting me, probably to our friend Emily. Hello.
Yeah, it's too late.
What was her? All right, perfect.
Bless her heart.
All right, bless her heart. Next segment. So.
Ooh, that banger of a match.
Yes, we have Jushin Thunder Liger taking on Professor Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. We had both Shark Boy, we had Hurricane, and we had La Parka at ringside. And then about that decent wrestling but little heat, Jushin Liger defeats Christopher Daniels in 10:09 with a Liger Bomb.
Okay. Bringing out all the big finishes tonight.
Bringing out all the big finishes. We are backstage. AJ Styles is in the back selling his injuries at the hands of the gentleman. And our backstage reporter comes in the ring, comes in the back and they go, "AJ, we saw what happened out there. What are you going to do about the gentleman?" And AJ says, "Steven Regal, Fit Finley, I'm sick and tired of being jumped by you two. I'm sick and tired of both of you. So I'm going to find myself a partner. And at Slamboree, I'm challenging you both to a tag team match. Now I just got to find a partner." And then all of a sudden, Alex Wright walks in and says, "AJ, look no further. I'm going to be your tag team partner for Slamboree. Because I also don't like Fit Finley and Steven Regal. And I don't like how they've been disrespecting the young guys. See, me and you, we're one of the same. We're both the future of Thunder, and we're both the future of WCW. So at Slamboree Sunday, I got your back." So AJ versus and Alex Wright taking on Fit Finley and Steven Regal. Are you excited for that?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We are back.
What happened here?
This was a lack of color commentary and announcing, and nothing interesting happening in the segment. So
a typical Chad here. Typical Chad just fucking up, booking his show.
Ric Flair and Randy Savage.
Ric Flair and Randy Savage.
Ric Flair gets to the arena, and he goes. They get asked, "Rick, what are you planning on doing about Randy Savage this Sunday when you face off against him for the United States Championship?" And he says, "Randy Savage, last week you came to my house. You made it personal with my family, and I won't take that lying down. So I'll tell you what. I know you got a relative in the back who just sits there and mooches off of catering every single week. Lanny Poffo.
That's it. David Flair or Lanny Poffo.
I am sick and tired of him getting a free ride and mooching off your name. So I'm challenging you two to a tag team match tonight. And my tag team partner, well, if we're going to go against Savage and Poffo, then you're going to get the father and son duo. David Flair gets out of the car behind him. He looks at him, and he goes, let's get him, boys.
Let's fucking go,
and
boys.
Go. And that means we have a tag team match, which is happening right now. Got a 77.
Damn.
And about to had a decent reaction from the crowd, but Subpar Wrestling, Randy Savage and Lanny Poffo defeat Ric Flair and David Flair when Randy Savage pinned Ric Flair.
Oh, wow. Not even the boys getting the fucking pin.
Nah, Randy Savage had an 88. Ric Flair had an 84.
Rick took the loss instead of David there?
I guess so.
You can book...
I assumed the game would just have David Flair getting... whatever. David Flair had an in-ring performance of 40, and Lanny Poffo had an in-ring of 36.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed. So, what do you think that says going into Slamboree, Justin?
I couldn't tell. Uh-oh.
After
tell me.
After the match,
I'm your daddy now, Dominic.
After the match, Savage grabs the microphone and says, "Ooh yeah, woo, David, get over here." And he grabs David Flair and he says, "I'm yo."
Pick him up like he was 7.
And he says, "I'm yo daddy now, David." And then David pushes him and he says, "You best not put your hands on me, boy. Now you get over here or I'll send you to bed without supper." Oh, yeah. David spits in his face. And then the Macho Man stops, takes off his sunglasses, and then says, "You done messed up now, boy." And then Lanny Poffo hits him from behind. Randy Savage grabs him, woo, and then puts him in a figure 4 leg lock.
Fair enough.
So that's the end of that angle. Got a 70. So, we have a 4 versus 4 tag team match, Justin. It is the Hardy Boys and the Dudleys taking on Ultimo Dragon, Rey Mysterio, Homicide, and Conan. Okay. And then about that, Subpar Wrestling, a little heat. Rey Mysterio and Ultimo Dragon, Homicide, and Conan defeat the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys when Rey Mysterio pinned Bubba Ray Dudley with a springboard Hurricanrana. And then it is announced on the commentary team that from the office of Sylvester Stallone, since those 4 men beat the Dudleys and the Hardy Boys at Slamboree, it's going to be a fatal 4-way tag team title match facing with the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, Ultimo and Rey Mysterio, and Homicide and Conan.
Okay, I'm down with that.
For the Nitro for the Thunder tag team titles.
I'm down with that.
And we have our semi-main event of Barry Horowitz versus Bret Hart. Let's go over what happens here. If Barry Horowitz beats Bret, he gets a contract. But if Bret loses, then that contract's going to be his own, because Bret Hart will be done with Thunder. And in a bout that didn't have much heat and had terrible wrestling, Bret Hart defeats Barry Horowitz by pinfall with a victory roll.
Boo.
I'm assuming Bret just rolled him up real quick.
Boo.
So Bret just rolls him up real quick, and then the match rings. He picks Barry up, says he's sorry, and then they are both attacked by Jim and Davey Boy. They're brawling. Barry Horowitz gets up and slides out of the ring as they're beating down Bret. Barry Horowitz runs in with a steel chair. Davey Boy and Jim, they back up. Bret's getting up. Barry's standing next to Bret Hart with a chair.
Oh, no, don't do it, Barry. Don't do it.
He's looking around. He's looking at Bret. He's looking at Jim. He's looking at Davey Boy. The crowd's chanting, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." Barry raises the chair and then turns and bashes Davey Boy in the head with it. Bret gets up and they fight off Davey Boy and Jim Neidhart. And Bret and Barry Horowitz stand tall.
Barry's final appearance here in WCW. Maybe?
And our main event of the night, one of these men are going to be facing Chef
result
Psychosis, and the other one won't be booked. And in a good match, Ahmed defeats Chris Jericho in 1436 with a spinebuster following a botched interference by Lance Storm.
Wow, Lance Storm.
Yeah, you know Lance Storm, this buddy that's been hanging out with Chris Jericho lately?
Yeah.
Lance Storm went to go attack Ahmed while the back was turned, and moved, and he attacked Chris.
Yeah,
But-
that'll suck.
Here's something that happened during the match that's a little interesting, Justin. So at one point, the ref was distracted.
Okay.
And while the ref was distracted, Chris Jericho actually was able to get a pinfall over Ahmed. It was a 1, 2, 3. No one counted it.
Wow.
Jericho got mad and was like, "Pay attention, ref!" And that's when the botched interference happened.
Of course.
So Chris Jericho getting screwed out of his match at Slamboree, getting his championship rematch taken from him.
Damn.
After the match, Jericho is pissed. He grabs a microphone. He says, "Sylvester Stallone, that was bullcrap and you know it.
bullshit.
I had him beaten in the ring. It was a 1, 2, 3. Your referees that you hire didn't do the job. I demand a rematch. I demand justice. I demand being in that match." Sylvester Stallone says, "Jericho, you're not getting that match. You lost fair and square." And that's the breaks. And then Chef Psychosis comes down to the ring. And he just has a stare down with Ahmed to end the show.
Damn. That's a match that...
Thunder got a 79.
Eh.
Decent little Thunder. Decent little go-home show to Slamboree.
Chad, I'm pretty stoked for your show.
For
I'm more
Slamboree.
stoked about Slamboree than my fucking filler pay-per-view right
I
now.
think us being able to do this where you don't know what's happening
I
has
can't see the screen.
It's
from
gotten
here.
you more got you more
I
excited.
have to pay
for the
attention now.
pay-per-views. Yeah.
I have to pay attention.
So, but anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. We have Slamboree and Over the Edge next. Make sure you guys tune in for that. So I'm gonna let you guys know right now. Normally we've been streaming pay-per-views, but me and Justin have been recording in bulk. So we're not gonna stream these ones. We'll make it up for you. Our 200th episode's coming up. We'll probably spring that one.
No, we probably won't stream that.
We won't stream that.
No, probably not.
Why?
I'm not streaming on Nitro.
Well, then we'll make it a super show.
That's great. I'm glad we get Super So WCW.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Listen,
No, we'll stream
we'll do something.
We'll stream the King of the Ring finals.
Yeah, we'll stream. We'll stream something, but we'll make it up to you guys. But either way, make sure you guys check out the pay-per-views. They're gonna be good. And yeah, like I said, like and subscribe, leave a comment, and remember.
Fuck Moose.
Oh, I like Moose.
Other. Go to your right.
Oh.
Do you want to watch Chad try to stop the recording?
Oh, will he do it? Will he?